All right, welcome back to the part three of our Napoli game or Naples game. Last time we formed the kingdom of Two Sicilies, and yeah, this game, um, I'm not too sure what we want to do. I definitely want to build like a Mediterranean like empire, so we might want to look to expand, but we are about to run into the Black Plague, so we have to keep that in mind. We have a couple provinces we need to recovery effort, so we'll do that. Um, and I looked at so essentially I looked at some of the values that we're gonna want to push, and in the 1.3 patch, serfdom isn't as good as it was. So we'll probably want to get off of that, as well as we're probably gonna want to push towards capital economy, even though we're pushing a lot towards traditional economy. And then we're definitely going to push belligerent because we're going to be causing a lot of wars, as well as humanist because, I mean, I guess maybe spiritualist because the pop conversion or isn't there like a no. I think we're definitely gonna want to push humanists just so because we're gonna be trying to control a vast amount of land. Maybe we'll have that through vassals, but for the most part, we're gonna want to maybe expand into the Byzantines and a lot along the Mediterranean. So we're definitely gonna want that to be our same culture. But yeah, let's just we have more rivals we can declare. I guess we'll declare Aragon as a rival. And I figured out that a bunch of these work of arts, right? You can you can just sell these. So if we go economic, sell work of arts. So if we were to do Bank Bacardi, that'd be yeah, that's crazy. We can just sell these for like 700 ducats. Obviously, they don't have the money now, but that would be insane. But yeah, we're just gonna let this play for now. And I wonder if this still receives. We should we put a naval governor down here? Can we can we even build a road down into here? No. So we're definitely gonna have to push navy as much as possible. As well as I want to look at some of our RGOs. Because I wish we had. We're definitely gonna want to build up proximity, naval proximity. So we'll already start doing that. Where is our navy? 20 ships. We're gonna put them in the sea because I want. So I discovered through the use of watching a lot of YouTube videos that um there's like a mid game iron like shortage across all of Europe, right? And so can we create bog iron smelters? Can we? We can create a little bit, but not nearly as enough as we want. But yes, it looks like the Black Death has spawned in. We are going to want to invest a little bit into our um our stability. And so once we do that, let's look how many. So they're making 40 ducats a month. I've also seen that it just becomes a problem with a bunch of these states that they spend too much money on their own building upkeeps, estates for building upkeeps. Yes, that's a lot. So we honestly might think about doing a reduction on them. Can we do that right now? We could, but I don't know if it would be the method doing that right now, right as we're going into the Plague. Let's look at the gilfs. Um, so I honestly, hmm, I might honestly join in on um the Ghibellines. Wait, which one is? Oh no, but we are the leader. So I wonder what that does. Sanction the empire. I'll just leave, or I'll just yeah. So we actually can't become the okay. I guess since we are the leader of this, what is this? What is this? Fate of Patau. Decades ago. No, we won't sell. What is Patel? Where is Patel? Or Pretro? Pretel. We gain 10. When you think about putting an urban right here, maybe not in our capital, but definitely as in maybe Fortress Town. Maybe Staple Port. Do we have a good natural port? Let's see. We're pretty good. What if we do Staple Port, local burger power, harbor capacity? Why don't we do that? We'll do Staple Port on Napoli or yeah, and then we'll do 10 legitimacy. Can we pop out any more urban rights? What are your RGOs right around you? You got a decent amount of food around you. So we'll give you Granary Town. And then we'll take the legitimacy. So we'll do that. We have 181 ducats. Now the question is like, what do we want to build in this economy? Because we don't necessarily have the greatest like urban rights for. Did I not? Where did I put that? Okay, yeah, I was like, bro, what? We honestly don't have the greatest urban rights when it comes to building um any specific like key industry. But I mean, looking at our RGOs, we have a decent amount of wool, and so that might come in handy. I mean, we have a crap ton of wine. So what if we made a wine economy? Is there any way we can? Um, I mean, charcoal kilns are pretty useful right now. Like a winery, what does that intake? I don't think that would be as profitable as just investing in the RGOs. Just for the amount of RGOs we have, I don't think these would be that profitable. But I don't know. I kind of want to see. Nothing's really too profitable right now. I mean, spinner skills. We might just want to build up that production efficiency. So maybe we'll build up 2 of those, and then we'll look into expanding into our RGOs and just spots where we have it. We'll let it tick a day. Actually, no. What we'll do is we'll expand some of the lumber. Expand the lumber. Now make tools more profitable, and then once we make tools more profitable, where did it say we can build bog iron smelters? I wish we could build them more. I don't think it was a lot, but this would be a great spiral. I mean, we have a couple places we could get them, but not nearly enough. We only have a couple of iron, so we definitely should probably look to make an economy out of. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but I guess we'll take the nobility, and then we'll also take the more nobility. All right, you're done recovery efforting that. We did just do a. We did just do something with you. What did that do? Monthly legitimacy. I mean, this guy's really good. We'll just keep recovery efforting a bunch of these spots. If I can find it. Do we have any more? Did we already do it all? Yes. Okay. So now what do we want to do? Might want to increase provincial control over just these areas. But yeah, it looks like honestly, adding stable port actually honestly helped that. Um, don't want to encourage migration just yet, because we are about to go through the Black Death. So we'll start integrating some provinces. Yeah, but I'm not too sure what type of industries I want to build up, right? Because, I mean, these are pretty profitable. So we might just want to dump some more into them. But tanneries are also pretty profitable. Why are we not meeting market demand? Yeah. So we could probably end up just maybe building up one more tannery. One or two more. How much is masonry? It's pretty cheap. Build up two more tanneries. That should fix it. We don't want to be importing. And then we can honestly probably start thinking about, where do we want to start? Where do we want to start expanding? And I definitely would want to start expanding into the Greek holdings. So maybe we create a Casus Belli? No. But we might just want to start building a spy network would it honestly be better? Yeah, no. We'll start building a spy network in Byzantium. And did we end up building a hospital? I don't think we did. So we might want to do that. And now since we do have a bunch of this guy's a noble, let's look if we can't switch him out for any crown estates. We don't have any crown estates. All right. Yeah, we're going to have to just start thinking about trying to expand. How many crown people do we have? Because we might be almost cooked when it comes to the amount of crown. We go here, crown. Yeah, we don't have much. We could grant cabinet, right? Do we have the clerical? Yes, we do. So that's what we might do. Even though she's not the best, it will allow us to gain some more crown power. So let's see. Who's the bet? You're not that good. I like to keep the other guy because he was pretty solid. So we go here, crown. We go here, and we'll wait to do the rest of that. Subject at war. Okay, so this is actually perfect. So yes, we are going to be going to war with the Byzantines. All right. And let's see if we can't get a decent amount of stuff off of them. Maybe just a bunch of their different holdings in the Mediterranean. Where do we want to move them? I think we might want to move them into these enclaves up here, just so we, don't run the risk of dying too fast. Do we have? Since you're already a noble, why don't we just give you to a better? Yeah, we'll just give you to a better commander. How's the proximity turned out? I think it is working. What province is this in? I think it's like in the middle. I don't know. I definitely want to build some control over that. But we'll look to just start moving in to here. Let's see. What is it going to let us? Yep. So we'll just immediately start doing that. Now, should we do a reduction on the... Yeah, because they're not making a lot. Let's... We'll wait till we're done with the war. I don't want to accidentally start a rebellion. And we are making a decent amount of tax off of them. Yeah, so we should just end up destroying these guys. We have so much more units than they do. Let's just immediately start. How many units do they have? They have 1K. Yeah, so we're just gonna have our subjects, if I can find it, subjects, just put them on aggressive. And we're honestly just gonna start sieging down a bunch of Epirus. Just wait till we get up to 100 war score. Probably should invest in some supply carts. So we got that. Push down some more over here. We're pretty much done encouraging naval, right? We definitely want to get that to 50 because I think that's what we're going to want to end up doing with. Why is it not letting me change it? Cabinet. Changing societal values. What decent pushes do we have for now? Let's go. Can we push into... This might honestly just be stupid, but... Yeah, for some reason we have a lot of push into land. What do we want to push into? Definitely want to push into innovative, so that's what we'll probably end up doing right now. Is this our land? Is this our subject? I guess we'll figure out in 1 second. Yeah, this is our subject. So I think we're just waiting for this to tick up. And while we're waiting, let's see if we just can't. Are they not going to just transfer Epirus? Yes, okay, so we can get Epirus. And then, but that's a lot of antagonism. Who's going to be mad at us? That honestly might be all what we do. Unless, how much is it claiming some of these islands? Because I don't know, I just want to build like a crazy like Mediterranean empire. That's a decent amount. So we'll revoke that. $130, we can probably take a little bit of these lands. Give it to like RK. How much would it be to just full annex? 156. Who would be mad at us? So Epirus, Epirus is going to be a part of us. Venice. Yeah, we'd have a bit of a coalition brewing against us. So maybe we don't full annex the Byzantines. Actually, no, we'll keep it for now. We honestly might be able to get away with it. If we set, instead of do integrating. Actually, no. We'll do diplomatic endeavors. Try to get that. And we'll just sit until we get 100 war score. Yes. Let's just give you guys a commander right here. And all of you guys join up. Fairly simple war. Although they are going to just get clapped right here. Yeah, but I honestly don't know. Oh, can we do the estate action? Yes, let's appeal. Let's grab 20 more stability. This is just a broken. We can call an emergency parliament. I think we do that. I think we call an emergency parliament. I thought this was. We should have saved this. Okay. We're going to call an emergency parliament. And what can we get? Probably something we're just going to want to use to change our laws. We don't need emergency levies. So we'll go this. So we are going to be losing quite a bit of crown or money. Just because our cost of court is so expensive. Jesus. All right. Let's see if we can't do a law change. So feudal admin. Is this good? More towards decentralization. Okay. Aristocratic court. This would help reduce our cost of court. Favor the elites is what we want because that's going to give us some tax power against the nobles. Maritime protection. This will help us honestly push more towards naval. That beat, it's not that much. What do we want to change? If we're wanting to change to humanist, we might want to start looking towards some of these censorship laws. And this one pushes innovative and humanist. So that's honestly what we do. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. That's just a decent law just to. And I honestly don't think we demand for new monastery. Okay, we'll do that. Let's see if we can't. I don't want to contain professional armies. I want that institution. So, yeah, we're just going to chill out for that. But we honestly might end up taking a little bit of debt here just because a little bit of a mishap on mine. I should have. No, I have. I mean, granted, I didn't know that we were going to be going to war. On press, Casus Belli. You have a Casus Belli on them? What was it? Follow through on threats. Okay. And we'll wait till this takes up to 100. Should be next month. We are attritioning here, so we'll move back up. And yes, we're going to have to watch out for the Black Death. We do have a bunch of stability here, which is great. Black Death spreads. All right, here we go. So the Black Death has gone into our country, right in our capitals. So we're going to move our court into hiding. We're going to segregate the infected. And we honestly don't need the... Yeah, we don't need to do anything else for the most part. And we were not able to get the hospital, so I think we're just going to end up getting cooked when it comes to like the amount of people that are going to die. But this is kind of insane, bro. We're paying so much for the cost of court. -20. Definitely going to have to figure out how to fix that. We do have our heir, which right now we definitely want to get an expensive education. But for now, we're going to want to focus on our military education to try to get that up to scraps. Oh, and she got the prodigy trait, which is great. Okay, if he moves, does that give us a new crown person? Yes. All right. So, and he's pretty good. Compared to you, yeah, he's honestly a pretty good general, so we'll do that. And we do have 100% on the Byzantines. Who's going to be all mad for what we take here? So, a little bit of a coalition, but honestly not too bad. We'll probably be able to improve relations with a bunch of these guys. We're gonna take all these. We're gonna have them pay war reps. And what does this do? Is that annul all treaties? No. Okay. So I think we're good like this. We're gonna confirm and exit. And look at us. We've grown a little bit. Oh, and I'm guessing that we already annexed that. Oh, because they did occupy it. So we got Epirus. Archaea's looking big. Growing a little bit in size. Now, what we're going to want to do is recovery effort. I mean, is this our? Yeah, so let's honestly just give that straight to Archaea. Seed province. Boom. And we'll seed another province. Actually, you're pretty small. We'll seed you this province. But we got a little bit of a Greek holdings now, which is pretty sick. That be it, not very the most exciting Byzantine War, but yeah, we are just losing a bunch of money just due to this cost of court, which is just insane. Turn down fort maintenance, turn down army maintenance. We'll have these guys move back onto the homeland. So we lost 7 stability. But I don't think we're going to have to take any debt, which is good. Let's see. If we go to the antagonism, who is all mad at us? They feel 81. Let's just start improving relations with you, and we don't want you joining in on any coalitions. So let's start improving relations with some of our neighbors. And we don't really have to invest too heavily. Oh, and it looks like our cabinet member, who was very good, did end up dying, which kind of sucks. But honestly, we're going to let this play by once. And we'll probably make one of our cabinet, our new like uncle, into the head of cabinet, because he is pretty old. And so if he does develop any bad traits, we'll just be able to he'll be able to die fast. So definitely want to look to increase our crown power. That kind of sinks. He was very good. Definitely want to get this up to 100. Can we just do it on patrol navies? Oh, not y'all. 2, 3. Boom. That's perfect. So we did have the Black Death, but for some reason it's no longer affecting our country. Is there any more alliances we can do? Bologna, Serbia would not be looking very good. Can we ally Castile? We might be able to, so we'll start improving relations with them. And going back to the economy, if y'all want to let me know like what type of economy I should be building as Naples, because right now I'm just like, I'm not too sure. Genoa, we might end up attacking them to increase our Sardinian holdings. Who are they allied to? They're not allied to anyone at this moment, so we're going to decline the offer. Okay, here we go. Plague as punishment. Institute local garrisons to disperse any. We'll honestly gain the we have built up a lot of stability that we'll be able to burn through. When is the next time we can use this? 53. So not until a while. But as I was saying, what type of economy should I try to be building as no, we don't want traditionalists, so we're gonna do that as the as Naples. Royal marriage for Albania. King Carl, are you good? No, but that does remind us we can do that here. I'm gonna answer this later. We can declare one more. I guess we'll go Bulgaria. Because if we already have enemies, we really actually shouldn't have done that, but it's alright. We can probably always revoke that. For some reason, we're attritioning here. This has to be a glitch, right? Why would we be attritioning? Okay, if we go here, can we arrange a royal marriage? We could do Hungary. But none of these guys are very good. I kind of just want to get a courtier or a cabinet member or someone just so we can expand our... I mean, this guy's pretty good. Who's that? Aboria. This guy's young. What a weird looking portrait. Oh, this guy's a hunchback. Yeah, I don't know about that one, champ. This guy's a courtier. Our distant cousin. Yeah, I'm thinking we just do that 27-year-old guy that we saw earlier. Because he's got some decent stats. We have a royal marriage union. Spouse. Yeah, he should be in our... He should be in our court now. So, yep. We'll give him the control of the army. That should increase our crown power just a little bit more. Now we've gained a core. Let's look at our cultures tabs. So we might have to start accepting some of these. Capacity of accepted. That is going to be a lot, but we are going to be pushing into here. And I don't really feel like converting a bunch of these. So tell me in the comments if this is the method. But yeah, I think we're just going to end up accepting these. Accepting. I mean, we are naturally converting them, but I still don't think it's a bad idea that we accept them. But I just don't know what type of economy we should try to run as Naples. Because everyone usually has like a, like a couple urban rights that we can give to boost up one part of the economy, and that would basically may have us specialize in a certain thing. But honestly, like, let's look at our urban rights again. I just don't know. I don't see anything that makes it like economic wise. But y'all tell me in the comments. Spinner guilds are pretty profitable, so we'll look to expand those, just building some of that production efficiency. We are running out of workers though, so we'll build up 2. Yeah, actually, should we do that? Only build up 1 for now, because we are running out of workers. But what else? Where else can we build since we are running out of workers? Palermo? No, I want to build it next to our capital, so we'll build it up right here. Yeah, but we're just looking to what did we just get finished on integrating? We want to integrate some more provinces, if I'm not mistaken. Integrate you guys. Maybe just build up a little bit of a cloth industry, I guess. It might be end up what we do. We do have a decent amount of wool. We do have a decent amount of wood RGOs. But we just have a lot of wines. And we also have saffron. So, yeah, maybe just... Oh, yeah, we have a bunch of saffron. Maybe just investing a lot into RGOs might be the method. And so for that, we're going to need a good wood industry. So maybe we'll have to build up some tooling industries. So we lose 10 and allows us to push more. Nah, we definitely want to push more into humanist. So we'll go more here. We are gaining some crown power. Yep. So now we're pushing innovative. So we're going to have that. And yeah, we're going to want to push more into... Take the -5 religious influence. Tell me if that's the method. I always click the -5 religious influence, but honestly, I don't know if that's the best thing to take in that situation. I don't know what it really does. So let me know in the comment section below if that's the method. +10 research progress. No, we'll just do that. We'll honestly take the bubonic plague increase infection just so it builds resistance over time. Yeah, so we are having a little bit of labor shortages. We'll build up a scriptorium in the capital though. Yeah, let's hope none of our kids get infected. And honestly, we might save up to grab this expensive education because she is a prodigy. Nah, bro, we're not going to sell out our own country. So charcoal kiln. Do we just have a shortage of... Yes. So we can honestly build up a couple of those. Where can we build up? Oh no, charcoal kilns. So these can these only be built in rural locations? Yeah. So wherever we have the workers and pretty close to... Does it tell us our amount of workers we have? We want pretty close to our capital so we can gain some of that. Yeah, but they're all really struggling with population. Trial of the Queen. His family has not stopped. Oh my goodness. Our queen might have killed our last husband. Justice is on our side. We will go to trial and defend our innocence. -20 prestige. We are not going to participate in the charade. No, okay, we'll go to trial. That does piss off a little bit of our estates, but I mean, shit. What are we supposed to do? We keep looking at the stud farms are really profitable for some reason. So look to where we have the manpower. Yeah, we just don't have good proximity over there. So we'll just build. Okay, and this is a great spot because honestly, I'm gonna start naming the our kids after the people who comment on our videos. So if we go back to our first video, and I wonder if he's even still watching, but we'll name it Shimon. Yeah, if y'all just want to be named after a kid in our playthrough, just comment on the video. Just comment some random shit. I don't care. But yeah, y'all can get it. Y'all can get a baby named after y'all. Burgers. We lose 100 ducats. They gain. We might have to take out a loan or some shit, but I mean, I think it's worth it. Prosperity. We'll do that, and we'll just have to recovery effort. That. Yeah, so maybe we might just have to build a cloth economy. But I also want to build a little. I'm not too sure. I just don't know what type of economy we should build as the as Kingdom of Naples. Unless it's I don't really know how to build wine. I mean, I guess we just invest in RGOs and we'll just expand in the marketplaces. We keep switching around through great power statuses and stuff. Yeah. So we have our heir Shimon. He's sickly. So we'll try to get him expensive education. We have a lot of things to do. We are slowly, the Black Plague is slowly leaving us. So I think for the first time, for the first part, we'll just start building building up our basic economy. And we have diplomats we can use. I don't really want to ally the papacy. Do we even want to be in the Ghibellines? Because what do we get off of being the head of the guilds? You know what? I think we're going to join the Ghibellines. Let's see. We're going to switch sides. What does that do for us? I don't think it actually does anything. Yeah, so it looks like the building upkeeks is just cooking the nobles. So we'll honestly think to look to just do a reduction. We'll do that. They're going to be pissed off at us. But we have high stability. I don't think they're going to rebel. Do we want to save up to give this guy an expensive education? No, he's got a little bit of time before that. So now we have a decent amount of workers back in here. Let's see. Can we yes, we can do some of this in Napoli. Is masonry expensive? Yes, masonry is expensive. we have 153 building levels to do due to that. All right. Yeah, we can build a good wine economy. I don't know if that's what people are looking for. Like, if we go in the markets, we have a crazy surplus of wine. Is this like a expensive good? Or like, are people looking for wine? No, I mean, a bunch of these Italian provinces have wine. A bunch of people have wine. So it's like even like a good we want to build up. Not too sure. But it looks like the Black Death has left us. So we'll turn up our minting. We'll turn down our stability costs. And let's see if we just can't start spamming out some of these profitable buildings. Stud farms are very profitable. Tar kilns are pretty profitable. So we'll just, that gives a decent amount of profit. But I want to build up some like spirals that we can do, but I just don't know exactly what spirals we could do as Naples. And nobility is pissed off at us, so we'll look to give out an urban or a privilege. But I think this is where we're gonna end it for today. Decent day. We took over a bit of the Byzantines, and maybe next video we'll look to consolidate a rule in Sardinia. But yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Peace.